यशोदानन्दन ब्रज जनिरञ्जन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा यशोदानन्दन ब्रज जनिरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन ब्रज जनिरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन ब्रज जनिरञ्जन यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर हरि परमानंदे। So, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's and Mataji's, please accept my respectful obeisances. I can see many senior Vaishnavas, Rari Mataji, Nadu Prabhuji, and each one of you is an inspiration to me, and I'm speaking in your presence, so I seek your blessings. so that uh, whatever we speak, we can glorify the Lord with the right words, and whatever learnings we are going to have today, they remain in our heart for a long time. So with that prayer, we will start the Mangalacharan. Because blessings. Om Namo. We can read together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. One more time loudly. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vācālam pangum langayanam yat kripātam mahimante Shri Gurudena Karanam. Yes. So I thank Shabrish Prabhuji and Kunal Prabhuji for giving me the opportunity to discuss about one of the very important day in our life, that is ISKCON's Foundation Day. Yes, it is tomorrow. So tomorrow happens to be 1966 it started, so 58th day our ISKCON is 58 years old tomorrow in the books. It has been there from the time immemorial. Mahaprabhu had started it, and it has been there forever. But officially on the records, ISKCON is 58 years old tomorrow. So, and yes, why not? So we miss Srila Prabhupada. Did I say tomorrow is Srila Prabhupada's appearance day? No. Did I say tomorrow is Srila Prabhupada's appearance day? No. What did I say? Tomorrow is ISKCON's Foundation Day. And we are remembering Srila Prabhupada. Why? Because yes, there are Srila Rupa Goswami. He says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there are two types of seva that we can do. One is called Vani Seva, another is called Vapu Seva. Vapu Seva means we do the service physically. Our spiritual master is coming, we offer them the water, we massage their feet, we offer them the garland, we do anything in person. That is called Vapu Seva. Vani Seva. What is Vani Seva? Vani Seva means word, serving the words. How do I serve the words? By following the instructions of our acharyas. If we accept them to our heart and try to follow them, we do the Vani Seva. And Srila Prabhupada told, ISKCON is my body. So when we serve ISKCON, we are doing what? We are doing the Vapu Seva. Can we do Vapu Seva of Srila Prabhupada now? Physically he is not there. But Prabhupada told, ISKCON is my body. You serve ISKCON, you are serving me. And hence, yes, we still have an opportunity to do Vapu Seva of Srila Prabhupada even today. So, now, let us understand this word ISKCON. International, right? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So yes, it is international. We discussed last time in Hong Kong. Srila Prabhupada landed there and he was taken in a Rolls Royce car. And then one of the reporter asked, Prabhupada, you are a sannyasi. Why do you need a Rolls Royce car? You should be renunciant. Yeah, anything should be fine. Why a Rolls Royce? Srila Prabhupada said, I have descended here from a from a place where everything is chintamani, everything is jewel, precious jewel, which does not exist on this earth. What best you have is the iron. This Rolls Royce car is made up of iron. You are this because this is what you have maximum, right? I am accepting it as an as a favor to you. So Prabhupada was basically answering the intention of the reporter who was asking, who was challenging, right? Okay, why are we discussing Rolls Royce example here while discussing international? Because we cannot understand ISKCON is actually interplanetary, inter-universal foundation. ISKCON has always been there. In the early days of ISKCON, there were times when in the class, many disciples arranged a big program, assuming many devotees are going to come. At the end of the program, not many turned up, right? Only the fortunate one, like you are, right? So So there, yes, not many people turned up. So they were saying, Prabhupada, sorry, we expected many people to come, but they did not come. So Prabhupada said, no, I saw Brahmaji, I saw Shiva, I saw Naradji in the class. What does it mean? It means ISKCON is not an international, it's interplanetary. Naradji can come from Vaikuntha and nobody. Shivji can come. To make us understand Rolls Royce example, we have maximum. International is the word we can correlate easily. That's why international is the word used here. Otherwise, it is eternal. Okay, wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's holy name is glorified, that place is one. Society. Society means sangha. Okay, sangha is the association of the devotees. So when the like-minded people comes and tries to practice, is the association, the sangha. Okay, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Now, Krishna consciousness. This is the main topic of today. Once we are going to take two examples of Vishal. Who is Vishal? Vishal is a boy. He was a boy in Prabhupada's time, who was very close to Srila Prabhupada. Only Vishal in his ISKCON had a relationship that he could approach Srila Prabhupada without asking for permission. So much so, if Prabhupada is having anything, Vishal only, they had that fatherly relation. Only Vishal could take something and eat. Only Vishal had this. So once, in the time of Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavana, it was a rainy season, and then there was a pit where today's temple is very far, I mean, very nicely opulent temple in Vrindavan, but in initial days it was not. So there was a pit, some water was filled in that, and Vishal comes, and Vishal is glorifying Srila Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma, and it's glorifying. Okay. Prabhupada says, are you not seeing this pit, I mean, full of water? Yeah, I'm seeing Prabhupada. Then why are you not cleaning that? Why are you wasting your time in glorifying me? Okay. So, yes, it is important. We come to the temple. We pay obeisances to the Srila Prabhupada. We offer them the flower. Yes, it is important. But if we actually want to please Srila Prabhupada, yes, then we have to do the service. What service? The service that pleases Srila Prabhupada. And when we follow, when we discuss the words of Srila Prabhupada, this is the service that actually pleases him. Okay? If we restrict ourselves to the fact that coming to the temple and paying the obeisance and then done, we will meet next week after that, 11 a.m. Right? That does not please Srila Prabhupada. Okay? So Yes. So we do have our time on weekend. Yes, we come here 2 days in a week, right? Saturday we have Bhakti Vriksha, Sunday we have Sunday program, Bhagavatam program. What about those 5 days? Are we saying Krishna conscious on the remaining 5 days also? There is a question that we have to ask to ourselves. Okay. So what do we do for the remaining 5 days? That is the agenda of our discussion. We discussed international, we discussed society, and now we are going to jump into Krishna consciousness. So we have to live our life in such a way that anything that we see around us, with the prayers, with the mercy of Srila Guru Maharaj, with the prayers of devotees, should be able to remind us of Krishna. Wow, that will be a wonderful life. Right? Sunday evening clock comes and the Monday office thing starts and then it goes till Friday. How wonderful the life will be if anything that we see around us and then it reminds us of Krishna. Is that possible because of our endeavors? Certainly not. Then does it mean we should not do any endeavor? Certainly not. Then what is the solution? Solution is we do our little endeavor and we sincerely pray to Srila Prabhupada. And then Srila Prabhupada is the Vaikuntha man. He can do it for us. Okay. So we go next. This is a disclaimer. The sole purpose of this presentation is to use the things in our surroundings such that it gives us a chance to remember Krishna. So, and in this material world, one thing that we all find around us most of the time is what? One logo or another logo of some company. We cannot remove that, right? So, right from the flight when we land, whether we're going in the station, whether we are having mobile phone, one thing which is coming uninvitedly all the times is some advertisement or other of different companies. Wow, we cannot close our eyes. Now ad is going to come and WhatsApp is open. I'm going to close my eyes. No, that is not possible, right? So we need to pray the Lord. Anything that we are seeing around us, oh Lord, please help me so that I can remember Krishna through this. This is called the best use of the bad bargain. I am in this material world, right? I want to watch lectures. Yes, I have no control to stop the ads. I don't want to waste my Lakshmi in making ads free YouTube. Right? I want to use Lakshmi for the service of the Lord. Okay. So, and what if even if we pay the extra subscription money and stop the ads on the YouTube? Who will stop the ads coming in our heart? Right? Whose subscription we have to take for them? There only Krishna can save us. Okay. So I dedicate this to my beloved grandfather, my Srila Prabhupada. Why my Srila Prabhupada? In the ISKCON disciple course. By the way, all those who are going to take Prabhupada Ashraya in October 13th, right? So after that, there is a ISKCON disciple course. Before initiation, we have to do that. So the very first line in the ISKCON disciple course that starts with Srila Prabhupada has a unique relationship with each and every devotee. Okay? So my Srila Prabhupada. Right? When we say ours, there are small chances of other will do it. It's okay, it works. It goes like this. Still try. When we say my Srila Prabhupada, then it becomes my responsibility. Okay. So I dedicate this to my beloved grandfather, my Srila Prabhupada, on 50th Foundation Day of ISKCON. If you find any mistake, then it is only due to lack of understanding and abundance of ignorance in me. And I seek your forgiveness for that in advance. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Yes, please tighten your seat belt. And we are going to jump into the logos because this is what we have. right? Around us, Monday to Friday. This is our deal, right? Monday to Friday. Here, logo not required. We are not seeing anything. Monday to Friday is that is what we are going to target. Okay. So we start with. I cannot see my screen clearly, but I hope you can see. It's okay for me because I can see. But it's okay for all, right? That is more important. Yes, I can see it. So one logo that we start with is BMW. Okay, what is BMW going to teach us? Body, mind, and words. We had this discussion on 11 Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.36, which says Kayena vacha manasendriyerva buddhyatmana va shrata svabha karoti yadya sakalparasme narayanayeti samarpayetat. Means what? So all our discussion that we are going to have is what Srila Prabhupada has told in person, or what he has written into his purpose, or what other acharyas before and after have told related to the logo that we are going to discuss. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada has written one. Can somebody read if it is visible?
One who acts to serve Krishna with his body, mind, intelligence, and word is a liberated person, even within this material world.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. So we discussed that shloka. Kayena. Kayena means body. Kayena vacha, words, right? Speech. Kayena vacha, manase. Manase means mind. Manase indriyerva, senses. Buddhyatma, intelligence. So this is what Prabhupada is mentioning, right? So we have to serve Krishna. We have to serve. Krishna will not take our services. Yesterday there was a lecture by His Grace Harishchandra Prabhuji, and he was telling the mercy of Krishna is like an ocean, and if we want to access that mercy, can we get the ocean water in our home? It does not work. We have to get that water through the pipeline, right? So the pipeline are our acharyas, okay, and until the last tap in our home, maybe in society everybody else is getting water, but in our tap it is blocked. So if all the pipelines are completely unblocked, then only we will get the water in our tap in our home. So we have to be truthful. We have to be surrendered to our Srila Prabhupada. So that, because after that, there is no problem. Srila Prabhupada is taking care of keeping the pipeline clear till ocean. From there is no problem. Problem is now our tap. Okay, how much we are surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. What if the tank above my building has a problem? No. That is Srila Prabhupada's. What? I mean, we don't have to worry. He is keeping the things very, very clean. There is no problem. Problem is my time, right? So we go to the next one. So what is our mood? Once again, oh Lord, anything that we are, maybe yes, it looks like a logo, but there is a message for all of us. How we can use that opportunity to purify, to further progress in our dharma. That is the purpose. Next, make my trip. So yes, we have booked so many times tickets to one place to another, so many times, right? But then make my trip back home, back to Godhead. Okay, and this is very important. I need one more volunteer to please.
I thank all of you very much for accepting me as a spiritual master, and I promise that I will take you back home, back to God. If you want to promise me, you always start at least 16 rounds, follow the regular principles, read our books, and try to preach this Krishna consciousness moment all over the world.
Thank you, Guru. So, how many times in our life we have given 100 rupees to somebody and said thanks? We are giving 100 rupees. I repeat, we are giving 100 rupees. We are saying, thank you, Prabhu. 100. Thank you, Prabhu. How many times we have seen that? Probably never. I mean, I don't think. One word which really I liked in this page is I thank. Srila Prabhupada is saying, I thank. And why? For what he is thanking? I thank all of you, right? Very much for accepting me as your spiritual master. What level we have? Srila Prabhupada has come from Vaikuntha to give us Vaikuntha. I repeat the example of 100 rupees. For 100 rupees, we cannot say thank to anybody. I have given. Who are you? I am giving you 100 rupees. Srila Prabhupada is giving us Vaikuntha and telling us thank you. So, if there is one person on this earth for whom we want to do something, we do it for our family members. Yes, we have to continue to do. If there is something extra we want to do in our life, okay, that person has to be Srila Prabhupada. And he is there right away. He is always there. You have a doubt, and you see from which 360-degree direction you will get the answer. He is going to arrange. He was going to arrange somebody, some devotee calling you for some purpose, some WhatsApp message. You have a doubt in your morning, okay? Afternoon, evening, 10 people will come and, okay, tell you the answer of that. So we have to take Srila Prabhupada as our most important man for whom we are existing in our spiritual life. Okay, and he's telling it for our benefit, right? What? I promise, right? I promise that I will take you back to home, back to Godhead. That was our trip, right? Make my trip. He's promising us, he's going to take us back to Godhead. And to promise me to always chant at least 16 rounds, follow the 4 regulative principles, read our books, and try to preach this Krishna conscious movement to all over the world. So, if we are in the movement of Srila Prabhupada, and if we are in a bus, BMTC bus, and if we are sitting into that bus, and if we know the chanting, and if there are 45 people who are not chanting, it is our failure, it is our personal failure. Because we have not done our work sufficiently. So what can we do? Can I go to every seat, every person and ask him to chant? Well, if it is possible, I have seen it working. I've seen it working, okay? So if we can do that, great. Otherwise, let us pray. Oh Lord, I was not qualified. You have given it to me. Okay? Please arrange something so that everybody chants. If bus chants, that is a Vaikuntha bus. Destination of the bus does not matter. Because we know the destination is what Prabhupada has mentioned. Back to Godhead. Okay? Okay, wonderful. Okay. This is Cadbury. Kevalastam. Maduram madure bhyovapi mangale bhyovapi mangalam pavanam pavane bhyovapi Hare nameva kevalam. Nilakanta Goswami, Kevalastam, first verse. So, yes, holy name of the Lord alone is everything. It is most sweetest. It is most auspicious, most purifying. But my question is still in front of me. Oh, Prabhu, I am not qualified. I have so much of impurity. Srila Prabhupada was asked, Srila Prabhupada told some service, and then when Prabhu told, Srila Prabhupada, I am not so pure. Srila Prabhupada answered, if you really think you are not so pure, why don't you do something to solve that? Right? Prabhupada answered 2 things. If you really think, right? And then why we should not do something to solve that? And it is telling here Nilakanta Goswami is telling, it is most purifying than any other purifying thing. So we must not repeat this thing in our life. What to do? I'm not so pure. I'm not so qualified. Yes, that's why we are in Chaitanya Prabhuji's movement. Patita Pavana Prabhu. Right? So he is the one who is going to make us qualified. Now I have become qualified. No, 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 no. We have been made qualified. Right? So So yes, we become qualified, and if still if we are not getting the taste, right, then Rupa Goswami tells us this is like jaundice. In jaundice, we don't get the taste of the sugar candy, right? There are few examples which should be imprinted on our heart. Taste I'm not getting. This sugar candy example should be one of them. I'm not getting the taste. Why? Rupa Goswami is telling because we are diseased. Disease condition is not a permanent condition. It is a temporary condition. Why? When do we say a person is diseased? Once upon a time, the person did not have the disease. Today he has the disease. Since when we had this disease? Not a very important question. That will deviate us. Okay. When was the time when I was fully healthy? Not important. I am diseased now. So what should we do to come out of that? Right? For a jaundice patient, what is the solution? He has to eat sugar candy. There is no other. अभी कहीं नहीं खा सकते. Sugar candy में it is test also, it is parameter also, and it is telling how much progress we have. It is telling how much diseased we are. So similarly, Harinam is the best parameter to check. Are we getting taste? Flowchart. Question. In flowchart, in school we do, right? Are you getting taste? Yes. Continue chanting. Are you getting taste? No. What you should do? Chant. So there is. So the simplest flowchart of the world, the most difficult to follow. There are only two states. Are we getting the taste? Continue chanting. Right? The most simplest flowchart of the that can ever exist, but most difficult to follow it. Krishna consciousness is very, very easy, but very easy to understand. What has to be done? Prabhupada promised everything. Just follow that. Most difficult to follow. Very easy to understand. All right. You discussed meaning. Wow. How is it? Nobody can escape from this. Amazon, and you are done. How many of us knows this meaning of this arrow? It is it. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, Bhagavad Gita is a manual of life. It has the solution of all our problems. There are commentaries by Mahatma Gandhi. Whenever he is in doubt, he is following it. Prabhupada has mentioned. Prabhu, you want to read the green one? Yes. The text in green?
Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by three perspective model, one need not read any other way. One need only simply and regularly hear and read.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, yes, I was having a discussion with one of my very sincere devotee friend, and he had told these 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita are your 700 friends. Okay. Example. His Grace Surya Gopal Prabhu. You all know, right? Surya Gopal Prabhu, Akshar Yoga, right? Whitefield. So we had a forum where we had to speak for 30 minutes on one shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the target that was given to us was you have to give the reference of 5 shlokas minimum. Okay, that was the condition. Minimum 5 shlokas has to be there. So somehow We by hearted few, wrote down few, 1, 2, 3, 4, finally, fifth done. Right? In the class, we have to give the 5 shlokas reference in the lecture, so that, right, we have to give the references. Now what happens is, Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji's turn comes. And then he is giving the class of shloka. In these 30 minutes, like we were speaking other things and 5 shlokas in between. He was speaking shlokas. Rain, I've not seen it. Rain of shlokas. Okay. And then in between, somewhere, wherever he was finding us confused, then he was explaining. So I asked Prabhuji after the class, Prabhu, कैसे करना है Prabhu? He said, you develop your relationship with the shlokas and they will help you. So the first friend, Sudhir Kumar Prabhuji, very senior, first friend, different one. And then he told, make the connecting, right? Make the relationship with the shlokas. Okay, how important it is? How does it work? Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, 8.5. Antakale chamameva smaranutva kalevaram yah paryati samadbhavam. What is it? Yati nastyatra asamshaya. So, one shloka. Let us begin it today. Right? 700 shlokas we might forget. बहुत मुश्किल है भाई. 700 कैसे करेंगे? One shloka. Krishna is telling, at the end of your life, if you are remembering me, without any doubt, you'll come to me. One shloka. Friendship, pakka, done. Means what? Oh Lord, it does not mean that we will remember the Krishna only at the time of Antakale. We have to practice it throughout our life. Let us take the oath to develop one's friendship with this one friend. 8.5. Krishna is telling, whatever you practice all your life, you will remember that at the end of your life. You are okay up to here? Right? Antakale chamameva. Krishna is promising. If you remember me, you will come to me. Let us develop a friendship with this one shloka today. And let us practice every day. Oh Lord. I cannot recall that shloka. It is from Kulashekara Alvar. There it says, the meaning is, oh Lord, I don't know when my final moment will come. Krishna Padiya Pada Pankaj, right? Yeah. So, I don't know when will my last moment come. Today I am fine. Please accept me. So, Antakale is now. That is what I am trying to connect. We don't know whether we will be having that consciousness of, right? Krishna knows. I might leave my body anytime, right? And so let me practice. Let me practice every time. Whenever Amazon, whenever we are ordering anything from Amazon, let us make it a. We have to see, भाई हमें order तो करना है. और ये तो नहीं बोल सकता अभी मैं आज से तुम्हारा दुकान बंद और मैं जा रहा हूँ प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए और घर पे तो रहना है. Amazon से ऑर्डर भी बुक करना है. ठीक है ना? ओथ हमने ले लिया आज. तो आज से क्या करते हैं? Amazon से जो भी ऑर्डर किया है ना, एक बार में 8.5. Let us start from there. Right? Okay. Dr. Fix it. So, fix your mind at the lotus feet of Krishna. This is the lotus feet of Krishna. To fix all problems of your life. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 29, Shloka number 33. It says, we can repeat. Yatha hi purusho bharam sirasa gurum uddhavan tam skandena sa adate tatha sarva pratikriya. This shloka says, somehow I lose the control. Mouse goes somewhere. because mouse always goes somewhere. So I'm trying to bring it back. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I learned this habit from His Holiness Bhakti Prat Bhagwat Maharaj. He's a wonderful personality and wonderful Acharya. Never wastes any time. If the mic is being passed in his class, depending on how far the mic is, those many mantras will be. Just trying to follow his footsteps. Okay, so this verse says, in this world, okay, whenever we feel burden on our head, we are carrying something and we are feeling burden on our head. And when we feel it unbearable, we take the burden from the head and we keep it on shoulder. And we feel burden is gone. After some time, when the shoulder starts paining, it feels difficult to carry the burden. And now I take the same and carry it on and back. We feel the burden has gone, right? We are not fixing the real problem. Okay, we are just transmigrating the problem. Basically, we are just shifting the problem from one place to another. Okay, burden will always be there, but if we fix our consciousness, if we fix our mind at the lotus feet of the Lord, that takes the real burden away. Because after that it is not our burden. There was an old lady. She was finding it very difficult to carry a lot of burden. Okay, and then Krishna, looking at her, got very. His heart is always melting. Whatever condition we are into, if we are in a Rolls Royce or wherever, Krishna's heart is always melting, like Prabhupada's heart. When he went to New York, Manhattan, big cities, Prabhupada is crying. Why? These people have lost their consciousness. They are just busy somewhere. How will they come back? So Krishna is always right. So now, lot of burden. Krishna wants to help, and then suddenly what happens? Out of that 50 kg of weight, 2 kg falls down, and then Krishna appears in front of that lady, and then Krishna tells, "Oh mother, how can I help you?" And we were that lady. We tell, "Oh Krishna, please give me my 2 kg back. I cannot bend." We are asking Krishna, not for Krishna can do anything. We are helping him to give my 2 kg back. जो नीचे गिर गया था 2 किलो, वो मुझे वापस दे दो. So, how it is applicable for us? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can give us anything. Mahaprabhuji is declaring it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It can give us anything. But why do we need something which we know is not going to be, is lower in taste and is not permanent, right? Temporary in nature. We are asking holy name, right? We are chanting and we are having desires. Chanting will not go waste. This is the announcement of Srila Prabhupada, and chanting will not go waste. Whichever mind, whichever consciousness we are chanting, it will not never go waste. Whatever desires we have, it will help you to fulfill that. Why? 2 kg, fix it. Mind on lotus feet and done, right? We have to fix our consciousness at the lotus feet of the Lord to fix all our problems permanently. Oh, LIC. We all know that, right? Ananyasa chintayanto mam ye jana parupasate tesham nityaviyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamayam. His Grace Amrendra Das Prabhuji, in one of his lecture, tells, in our life, any object that we need, there are 3 stages. Stage prior to getting that, stage during that, and stage after that. So before we get that thing, we always have the akanksha, desire. When I'm going to get that thing in my life, we are always having anxiety. That is the stage of before. During it, okay? I've got, after a lot of struggle, 1.5 rupees. This is not expensive. 1.5 lakh rupees of phone I have got. What if it gets a scratch? The हाथी तो सब पाले लेकिन खिलाएगा कौन? Right? Maintenance, right? So the anxiety that we go through to maintain it. Okay? Then what? Somehow, with Krishna's mercy, I emphasize the word, with Krishna's mercy, if it goes away, because we had so much of attachment, then we will be Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na sochati na kangsti. We are either lamenting why it went. It was good, but it is gone. We are having desire. And the third stage is maintaining. Krishna is telling that I will, right? I will preserve what you have. I will give you what you don't have. So we don't have to worry. Mare Krishna Rakhe ke, Rakhe Krishna Mare ke. If it has to go with our two hands, how much we can save it? And if Krishna is going to keep and preserve it for us, who can take it from us? Then what does it mean? This is the key of the center. And Krishna, you run the center. No, He is there with us, and we have to do our part. Those things which we cannot handle, Krishna will take care of them. Okay? So LIC should remind us that we have to. He's our permanent insurer. Others, fine. If you feel required, take it, but forget it. Right. All right. So Krishna is always with us in any situation. What is that? Jindagi ke साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद भी is always permanent friend. Surdam Sarvabhutanam, right? Always. Yes. Mutual fund सही है. लेकिन devotional service is best. We have no competition. Devotional mutual service, mutual fund, fine, good. But our devotional service is best. Why? Proof. There is a conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Raya in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, 8th chapter. And this is the verse from there, 8.247. Sampattira madhe jivera kona sampatti gani. Sampattira madhe jivera kona sampatti gani. Radha Krishna prema yanra sei bada dhani. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, of the many capitalists who possesses great riches, who is the topmost? This is the question. Asked by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To whom? To Ramananda Raya. Answer. Ramananda Raya replied, he who is richest in the love of Radha and Krishna is the greatest capitalist. So, in the same chapter, okay, there is a verse by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It says, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati Kriyatam Yadi Kuto Api Labhyate Tatra Lolyam Api Mulyam Ekalam Janma Koti Sukrater Na Labhyate. And the mouse is still here. Good. And its meaning is, pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness cannot be had even by pious activity in hundreds and thousands of lives. It can be attained only by paying one price. And what is the price? Lolyam, which is intense greed to obtain it. And if it is available somewhere, one must buy it without delay. So, Krishna Bhakti is not available anywhere. Scarcity, very, very rare. But there is still, okay, one thing which can still get it to us, that is the intense greed to get it. And if we get it somewhere, if we have to pay any price, we must go and run and then get it. All right. So, Prabhuji, you want to read that last part? Whoever has not read so far, maybe.
The wealthy are generally accepted as the most important personality in this material world. But But when we compare a material man of wealth to one wealthy in devotional service to Radha and Krishna, the latter is found to be the greatest captain.
So we have to be great here. If we are average in everything of our life, physics, chemistry, maths, and office, and and neighborhood or anything, if we are average anywhere else, in everywhere else, but good in Krishna Bhakti, our life is still successful. Everything else is what? Series of zeros at the end of the life. It's going to be here. Right? But if we do surrender to the Lord, that is my one. And that one can make all my zeros a big number. So, what is important is being good in Krishna consciousness. And what do we have to do to be good in Krishna consciousness? Intense greed, price. All right. We'll go a little faster now. Prabhuji, how much time we have? 20 minutes. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu. Wait. Try to do it faster now. Okay. You all like it. Nike. Just do it. And this comes with double bonanza. We have to do two things now. Okay, this is very strong statement by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. I need someone to please. Mataji's, I've not read so far mostly. And this is by Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj. So these two things in our home, if you see, any shoes, Nike shoes, and the broomstick, which is when? Broomstick is for evening. देखो भाई हमें को अपन को तो we have to connect the dots, right? To so that it reminds us of Krishna. That is our deal, right? Deal is what? Anything that is around us should remind us of Krishna. झाड़ू दिखेगा तो रात को और अगर शूज दिखेगा तो सुबह. Why? This is actually the part of a bhajan from Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj. Okay? दुष्ट मना तुम्ही किशेरा वैष्णवा प्रतिष्ठा तारे निरंजनेरा घरे तवा हरि नाम केवला है कैटवा. Means, oh दुष्ट मना, oh mind, oh ridiculous mind, you are doing your japa. Why? In a secluded place, nobody is there. Why? So that people see, oh, he's a great Vaishnava. He's doing chanting so that nobody disturbs. So mind to get the pratishtha, so that other people starts appreciating me. So this mind is making us to do any kind of nonsense. We don't want. We know what is truth. Dhritarashtra knew what is correct. He ended up doing the things which he should not have done. Mind is Dhritarashtra. We have seen, it's not a very apt example, but might help us. We have seen Srimati Radharani looking in the mirror, and what she finds? Krishna, right? Because of their love. Our situation is, we are looking in the mirror and we are seeing whom? Dhritarashtra. Because Dhritarashtra did the same thing. He knew what is correct. He was told by Duryodhana ko chhod do, remaining 99 will be safe. No, I cannot do it. Duryodhana is first. So we are attached. Okay? Because of the what? Because of the mind. So mind, morning, shoes, evening, broomstick. Okay. So second part, just do it. Surrender. I need one more devotee to please read the text on the page. Srila Prabhupada is saying, is it visible? So when
you are surrendered to Krishna, and Krishna says that I shall give you protection. So even in our distressed condition, we must know that we are being protected by Krishna. We should not be disturbed.
Yes. So if we are surrendered, then we are always protected by the Lord. Actually, we are always protected by the Lord. If we develop one small taste, a drop of the taste, right, for Harinam, any of the anga of the bhakti, for Bhagavatam, okay, it has the potency to change our life 180 degrees. We know the pastime of Varadev and Hiranyaksh, right? If we read Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, shlokas from 17, chapter from 17, 18, 19. In these 3 chapters, Hiranyaksh was the devotee of the Lord and he knew it. Hiranyaksh wanted to Lord to experience the Virya Rasa. Oh Lord, you are in Vaikuntha. These people of earth cannot fight with you. Who has the capability? I want you to taste the nectar of Virya Rasa. Please accept me as your enemy. Oh Jai Vijay, you are my dear servant. I cannot be away from you. I cannot let you go on the earth. No, no, no. We want to go so that you taste that rasa. Lord is telling you don't go. Jai Vijay is saying we want to go. Why? They want Krishna to taste that. Krishna says, no, I cannot be without you. I cannot let you go. And then Krishna promised, when you go, you will be going in your spiritual body. You will always know. Okay? So they knew they were the devotees. And the conversation between Varadev and the Hiranyaksh that we hear, it has dual meaning. That dual meaning, if we hear once in our life, we will be totally having a different way of looking at the things. Those dual meanings, if we read from externally, लगेगा कि वो एक दूसरे को गाली दे रहे हैं बात मतलब ठीक है ना तुम रसातल में रहते हो रसातल तो मतलब लोअर प्लैनेटरी सिस्टम है ना तो ऊपर से देखेंगे तो हमें लगेगा कि वो एक दूसरे को डांट रहे हैं फटकार रहे हैं सेकंड मीनिंग if we see Lord will say because of me you accepted the rasatal right you accepted to go to a lower planetary system whatever you give I will accept it so when we read the first meaning and the second meaning we will open our eyes what we read chakshur unmilitam yena for few seconds we will get chakshur unmilitam yena our eyes will open wide for a few minutes for sure before we forget if we forget then just do it again okay we go faster this one we had discussed very detailed way MR this is one store good day is one more example we see it more often than others so we had discussed it earlier we read together ayur hardi vaipom sam udyan astam chayan nasav tasyarte yachanonita uttam shloka vartaya yes if Matajis can read from there I request one of Matajis to please thank you Madam. So when we see good day yes that same sun is going to take our life away every time it rises and every time it sets so by rising and setting of the sun our life is reducing by one day we have discussed it in quite detail like last time okay Gillette this is what Prabhuji I request Prabhuji to please read
Everyone thinks what is good for me is good for everyone. Actually, it is best thing for everyone. Otherwise, it is not good. And just realize one eternal nature of this and knowledge. Without knowledge of absolute truth, many so-called learned people are basically advising other people who also lack perfect knowledge of the actual goal of life. Purpose is the part of life.
thank you Prabhu yes so in this world there are two kinds of things relative thing and the absolute thing relative means it is good for me it may not be good for the next person very simple example is the rain right or doctor wants many people to fall sick patient don't want to fall sick a person who is selling umbrella wants rain to happen too much so that so much so that right person noble person they don't want the rain to happen so anything which is good for one person may or may not be good for the other person this is the relative good okay next is the absolute good means it is good for everybody and then what is best for us a best that a man can get so when we study right what best we can get this stream in the studies if you get you have a bright future right if you are into some specific domain chip designing it is very good money example okay then you work in this company that is best so generally when we say what is best right? We usually talk about our studies, subjects, or company, or the package, or something. What best that everybody can get? Okay, that is answered in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.6. Samay pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti yadoksaje ahetuki apatiyata yayatma suprasiddhati. For everybody, okay, devotional service to the Lord is best that anybody can get, and it is not relative. It is Savay Pumsam. For Pumsam means mankind. For everybody, best occupation. Okay, we were discussing about job, right? With stream, but this is the best job. Service to the Lord. If we do get that, best a man. Man means a human. Anybody can get. Okay, think different. Apple. So this slide is very close to my Shiksha Guru in the hands. I'm trying to follow that also. He shared it many times in his various discussions. So uh, Apple says think different, and then what is written here? Hammer every thought. Nail, hammer every thought in your mind, thinking of how it can serve Krishna. So any thought that is coming in our mind, hammer it, change it such that it ends up serving Krishna. Okay. So Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.5 Munyo Sadhu Presto Aham Bhavati Vir Loka Mangalam Yat Krit Krishna Samprasanne Yenatma Suprasiddhati. Means what? We from morning till evening, whether it is a child going to the school or a person going to the office or the Mataji is cooking in the kitchen, any person on this earth, they start their day with a series of questions and looking for the answers whole day. So breakfast में क्या बनाना है? To what time you will come and today late and to the meeting. It is a series of questions and answers. But when we start asking questions about the Lord, then that is done. तो what is the purpose? Think different. भाई जो करना है वो तो मुझे करना ही है, मुझे पराठा तो बनाना ही है किचन के अंदर, लेकिन now I'm making it for Krishna. घर में झाड़ू तो लगाना ही है, why not considering the house as temple? कुछ करना नया, कुछ नहीं करना है. What is the topic that we are discussing? Let us come out of current topic. What is the purpose? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So our consciousness has to be into Krishna, right? If we are serving, we are completely out of the topic, okay? We are just trying to connect where we started. What is our purpose? If we are serving with not the mood of serving, it does not please Krishna. Okay? It becomes very close to, not say equal to, no. It becomes very similar to a materialistic activity. Because why? Our consciousness is of doing that is materialistic. But more than service, His Grace Harishatra Prabhuji had told in one of his lectures, more than service, the service attitude is more important. We may or may not be able to do the service throughout our life. Our body, right? I cannot sit without this. No. So body is decaying day by day, right? We may not be able to serve, but if our consciousness is to serve, even when we are on the deathbed, we will be pulling the rath in Jagadpuri. Right? So more than service, service attitude is important. Because when I was pulling when we are pulling the rath in the Whitefield inner circle, we were inviting the Lord to our inner circle. Right? The core of our heart. We were pulling the rope, inviting the Jagannath Rath into our inner heart, inner circle. Okay. Next, Punjab National Bank. The name you can bank upon. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.14. If there is a mistake, number has to be 15. It is 15 written, it is 14. Apanna samskritam goram. Apanna samskritam goram. Yannama vidasogranan. Tatha sadhayo vimucheta. Yad vibheti savayam bhayam. He is the one from whom fear himself is fearing. Okay. So please read the text in this. Living beings.
Living beings who are entangled in the complicated meshes of birth and death can be freed immediately. by even unconsciously chanting the holy name of Krishna, which is feared by the fear person.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Any bank may or may not have its own future. We are not talking about any particular bank. We are just using what we have in front of us available so that we can remember our Krishna. So, yes, a bank may or may not have future. So nobody can guarantee that you can bank upon us, except the holy name of the Lord. Even if we do it, Sanketyam Parihasyam Va, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ajamila, 6th canto. If somebody is telling indirectly, Ramakrishna Puram, right? We have discussed that example. He's not referring to the Lord. He's just calling out the name of the place. Parihasyam, jokingly, you Hare Krishnas have no hopes. No problem. You forget. Hope forget. He said Hare Krishna. Done. The name that we can bank upon. The holy name that we all can bank upon. Okay? Only the holy name that we can bank upon. Harer Nam Eva Kevalam. Only holy name. Oh, Gio. so, so I don't know how much. This is what we have, right? So it looks very similar. I don't know whether it is a correct way of, right? Especially the right eye is eye. That tilakam is ulta, but yeah. अभी 3 में से 2 हो गया तो that remaining semicircle we will join. J wala semicircle we will add. Okay. So it is by Adi Shankaracharya in the Jagannath Ashtakam. We'll go a little faster. So the Jagannath Bhagwan ki jai. Wow, Mataji will like it. I also like it. Okay. Cheto darpan marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivarunam pradipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma sunapanam parama vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So why we have taken this? Marjanam. Scratch right. So any stain can come out. Right? Scratch right. Another 1.2.17. Shranatam sa katha Krishna punya sarana kirtana hridayantasto hi abhadrani vidunoti. Vidunoti. Suryatam. So it is cleaning, washing away our heart. Okay. HP says, keep reinventing. That stands for inaction. In human form of life, Krishna has given us free will. Free will to reinvent our lost relationship with Him. We can choose to be against like Hiranyakashipu or be favorable like Prahlad Maharaj. How we reinvent, that is our choice. Choice is given. Human form of the life, choice is there. Use it the way you want. HP, Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad. So we have to be following in the footsteps of our Prahlad Maharaj. Why not Hiranyakashipu? If we want to follow the footsteps of Hiranyakashipu, we have to be Jai. We have to be Jai of Bhagavatam. He wanted to please the Lord. So reinvent the things with your own way. What is important? Service attitude. Okay? Once, Prabhu, who can help me? One Mataji, Malati Mataji, maybe. One Mataji in train, Srila Prabhupada wanted hot milk. Who was it Mataji? Yamuna Mataji. Yes, thank you Mataji. Yamuna Mataji was there in the train. Prabhupada wanted hot rice. Hot rice. They requested the train pantry people, भाई हमें प्रभात के लिए बनाना है प्रभात होंगे तुम्हारे For people guy, pantry guy, Prabhupada, they will, why will they respect anybody? For them, it is like just another passenger, right? They said, no, we have our rules. We cannot allow anybody to come in our kitchen and then cook. Okay? Uh, Yamuna Mataji requested many times because it was not working. She told, you don't have to do it. She told the pantry people, are you allowing me to cook here or I'm falling down from the train? We don't have to do it. We are not at that level. We are on the Krishna consciousness. We have to first see everything. They were seeing everything at the level of Krishna consciousness. Right? For them, the happiness of Prabhupada was everything. So, like in ads, we say, no, you don't have to practice it because it has been done by experts. So, Yamuna Mataji could say it. We don't have to imitate. We don't have the adhikar. We had. So, takeaway is not what she did. Takeaway is why she did. What she wanted to do. Remember, in trains, non-veg is being served from time immemorial. Eternity. Must be in that train also non-veg will be there. Everything can be placed aside when it is coming to the service of the Lord and the Guru. They will be carrying their own vessels. I mean, we don't have to do our more research on that. Point is what? Best is to not go into that sphere and take shelter of Prahlad Maharaj. It is easier. Right? Hiranyakashipu is very risky. Yeah. All right. This is very good. I like it. YouTube. This is our family business. YouTube says broadcast yourself. Preaching is the essence. प्रचार ही सार है. चैतन्य महाप्रभु. Okay. तव कथामृतं ताक जीवनं कविभिर्गीतं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गणन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. So we have to broadcast the message. Let us read. His Holiness, okay, he'll not read. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. This is his favorite shloka. So before we die, these are the 2 or 3 things we must do in our life. As long as hear this shloka from His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj. Very, 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 very nectarian. So few things we will do before we leave our body. One of them is hearing this from His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj. The Kirtan of Sajjanananda Swami Maharaj. We must hear before we leave our body. His Holiness Sajjanananda Swami Maharaj. Kirtan. We must hear. He's chanting, he's doing the Kirtan as if he's seeing the Lord. Look at his expressions. Very, very encouraging. So let us read. This is Gopikit, we must read. So I think Prabhuji only can read from here because of the distance.
Of your work and the descriptions of the activities of the life and soul of each suffering. These narrations transmitted by learning will be eradicate from simple reactions and vectors with fortune upon our day. These narrations are broadcast all over the world and are filled with spiritual power. Certainly those who spread the message of God are most beneficial.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes. So, Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, यारे देखो तारे कहो कृष्ण उपदेश हमारा आगे गुरु होया तुम्हारा ये देश. Whomever you see, you have to preach. It is an instruction. You cannot run away. We are in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. If you go, it will catch it immediately. You have to do preaching. Preaching is our family business. Okay. Srila Prabhupada, we see dancing. Right? In this photo. This is the same dance Prabhupada was telling. How many of you remember what you did when you were 1 year old? Nobody remembered it. Prabhupada said, I remember it. When Prabhupada did his first Jagannath Yatra when he was 1 year old. Okay, he was pulling the chariot. Baby chariot. Small doll Jagannath Baldev Chodharamai. And Prabhupada was pulling it. And he was dancing it exactly the same way. So Prabhupada ki jai. This is in New York, right? San Francisco when the first right? Rath Yatra happened. Prabhupada is dancing the same way that he was dancing in 1 year old. We cannot be like so unfortunate. Like Prabhupada, remember it. He was doing it for 1 year, and he's doing it. He has always been doing it eternally. That is the message. Even when he was not 1 year old, in his previous time, he was doing it the same way, right? And he's at age of 70, he was doing it the same way. All right, this one I must explain. Vishal, we remember Vishal Prabhu, right? Who was it? Was he close associate? What was the point that we discussed? Huh? He could come in. Yes, thank you. And that example of water in love. Yes, good. Thank you. Now, same Vishal Prabhu reappears. And then he asked Srila Prabhupada one question. Prabhupada, what is ISKCON? Okay. And then he says, what is the duty of, three questions were, can you define ISKCON? Can you define the members of ISKCON and the activity of ISKCON? Prabhupada answered that question in 6 words. What is ISKCON? What do the member do? Right? Activity of ISKCON. Prabhupada answered this question into 6 words. And those 6 words were chant Hare Krishna, spread Hare Krishna. So this is what we have to do. My Guru Maharaj, he was asked, Guru Maharaj, give me mercy, give me blessings. Oh, you want blessings? Yes, Guru Maharaj, I want blessings. And then the answer was, then distribute it. You want mercy? Yes, distribute it. You get more. How we distribute? Tare dekho tare kaho. Very simple, right? Nothing. Very simple. Nothing new. Okay, this is a bit personal. This is some of the vendor that we used to work. The name of their company is RTRK. I did not choose that vendor. That my company was always working with them previously. When I joined, I found they were working with that company called RTRK. They were one of our vendors. So run towards Radha Krishna, RTRK. And then in this picture we see Krishna being served by, we see Duryodhana and the Arjuna. So who is our fallback? That is the question. If everybody comes into problem, so many challenges comes. It is not new. Human form of life means the challenges have to be there. His grace, Maharaj Prabhu from ISKCON Kolkata, wonderfully he was explaining. In this life, if we are not seeing challenge, then we should be surprised. Because challenges are always there. Okay? So what? Whose shelter we take, that is more important. Duryodhana and Arjuna both had the challenges. Whom they approached, who was their fallback, was the deciding factor. So we have to run towards Radha Krishna. Challenges will be there, but we don't go anywhere else. All right. Now we are almost about to close. Okay. Amul, known for butter, right? Braja prasiddham navanita choram kopanganam nam chadukha choram adeka janmarjita papa choram choragaganyam purusham namami. He is our number one thief, and we are in his company. All right. Mountain Dew. डर के आगे जी रहे हैं और पीछे क्या है they didn't tell. Bhagavad Gita, last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dayodhara Yatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Same 1.1.14, right? Fear is fearful of Krishna. So we don't have to worry from the fear because we are with Krishna. So the advertisement is not for Mountain Dew. What advertisement is for basically? When we say it, it should remind us. It should remind us. 18.78. Okay. Real juice is Srimad Bhagavatam because Shukadev Goswami, Vyasdev, they are telling. Nigam kalpataro galitam phalam shuka mukadam vrtadam darbya samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasammalyam muhur aho asika bhuvi bhavuka. So that is the real nectar. Oh, expert and thoughtful men, release Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the mature fruit of the desired tree of the Vedic literature. It emanated from the lips of Sri Shukadeva Goswami, therefore the fruit has become even more tasteful. Although its nectarian juice was already releasable for all, including the liberated soul. So any juice we see, it should remind us of Srimad Bhagavatam is the real juice. There is no extra waste, no seed, no skin, nothing. It is the real juice. Janmashtami is coming. How is our life going? Krishna is our life going. Because Narottam Das Thakur says, Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore Jivane Marani Gati or nahi wo. So he is our life wife. Bangur cement, sasta nahi sabse acha. If Prabhupada would have compromised, 5 minutes we are done. If Prabhupada would have compromised with any of the 4 regulative principles when he was spreading ISKCON in US, maybe, not maybe, certainly, because many people, many reporters, many told, Prabhupada, your followers can increase many folds. Just reduce the standards. 4 regulative principles, very difficult to follow. Not everybody can follow that. Reduce your standard. Don't force for 4 regulative principles. No. We will not compromise. We are not cheap because we are best. Sasta nahi, sabse acha. We are not cheap. Krishna consciousness is not cheap. But yes, it is best. Okay. Maggie, I need somebody to. Prabhupada is showing one. There is a reason. This explains. Prabhuji, I need 2 Prabhuji. One is for Madhu Divasha Das. Yes. We have
We have
been.
been here for many lifetimes performing sinful activities. So is it possible to counteract all those sinful activities in one lifetime, or does it require many lifetimes?
Yes. Next devotee, please. Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 1 minute. That is Krishna consciousness moment. 1 minute. You are not reading Bhagavad Gita? What Krishna says? Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam praja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami. You surrender to me. Give up all your business. Your all business. I will give you relief from all sinful reactions immediately. So it requires 1 minute. My dear Krishna, I was forgotten. Now I understood. I fully surrender unto you. Then you will become immediately free from all sinful reactions.
Thank you for this. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Maggie needs 2 minutes. When we see Maggie in our lifetime, it should remind us, oh Maggie. In spiritual world, everything is chinmaya, right? Everything is life. So, oh Maggie, you will take 2 minutes to get prepared. But to become Krishna consciousness, we just need 1 minute. I read this yellow part once again. It can be our daily prayer to the Lord. It requires 1 minute. What is our prayer? My dear Krishna, I was forgotten. Now I understand. I fully surrender unto you. Then you will become immediately free from all the sinful reactions. Aprarabdha phalam papam kutam bijam phalo mukam. Right? Whatever kinds of sins we have done, they just vanishes. If we realize, oh Krishna, now I will not do it. I accept my mistake. Now I surrender to you. Please accept me. Where are the sins? Disappeared. The last one. Okay. Patri Prabhu, ISKCON Nepal. He's from Germany. He tells surrender means what? We discussed surrender, right? So when a person goes for go to salon, surrender. He's doing so to a barber we can surrender, right? To a barber we can surrender. We have full faith that the surrender that the barber will not do left or right. But we don't have the faith on Krishna, who is telling again and again, right? LIC. Now these logos are our strength. Okay. Okay. Now the last one. Very apt for today. When we see Park Avenue, okay, this is the address of the first ISKCON on this earth, 26th, 2nd Avenue. The address, first ISKCON's address in US, New York. Matchless gift. So the birthplace of Hare Krishna movement in the West. Those who have not read so far, this is the last one, we are done. Those who have not read, and it's visible.
From July 1962 back, digital universe winter of 1962. It is the first Krishna temple in the West. The birthplace of 5 years, 19 that is American released the sunset yet they have used for the rest of the year.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yes. So, ISKCON is our home. It is our eternal home. His Grace Ravindra Prabhuji was telling, right? He said something in Kannada which I cannot repeat. The meaning was our permanent home is. Okay. So with this, I just request our intention from here, right? Though this platform was not very much recommended, but what to do? We have logos around us, and 5 days we are among them, right? So now our consciousness should be: I'm seeing this logo and I'm starting thinking, how do I connect with Krishna? Well, if we can try and connect, it is good. Our purpose should not be to do so much of analysis. Purpose is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Because this is most purifying. Nilkanta Goswami, Cadbury, right? Most purifying, most sweetest. So we don't have to reinvent or look for. अच्छा अभी ये दिखा तो उसको मैं कैसे connect करूँ? That is not the purpose, right? He told me Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj in Sharjah. From Dubai, he was going to Sharjah. He saw Toyota car in front of them in a signal parked. Sharjah means big, one of the very big traffic jam when you go from Dubai to Sharjah. So in that jam, traffic signal, I mean, that next car was Toyota. And Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj started suddenly, Goranga, everybody is coming. What happened, Maharaj? That's good, I mean, you are remembering, you can do anything. Why suddenly? You are not seeing Goranga, Toyota? So they can do it. Okay, so there are numerous number of examples. If Krishna is helping us to recollect, and our focus should not be on, right, as we discussed, but to get something new from the logo. Focus is chant as much as we can do. Wherever Krishna allows us to remember, connect something, yes, we must anchor, we must pray. So with this, Prabhupada says, I will never die. I will leave from my books and you will utilize them. So, thanks to our Srila Prabhupada. Actually, it was I just changed so that we. So, I was in dilemma which one to use. He's our Srila Prabhupada. Let us do it collectively. Or we can put it like this: when we started, yes, it was my own responsibility. But now each one of us are doing it. We have covered the journey, right? From starting slide number 1. So we have covered the journey. So in the beginning, yes, I had. Now we are collectively doing it. So there's not much difference now. Now we can say, thanks to our Srila Prabhupada. So I seek your forgiveness. If I said something, if some of the logo has some meaning for you, and if I offended that, kindly forgive me for that. If there is any comments, questions, if Prabhuji allows, we can. I'm sorry, Prabhu, I exceeded. If there are any comments, questions, suggestions, chastisement. I'm all there to work on that. Yes, Madhavi. Yeah.
Krishna.
Yes, Madhavi.
So this will be Krishna in center of the mind. So that will be thank you for lovely time.
Thanks to you, Madhavi, for hearing it attentively and realizing, making us realize that.
Krishna will be very how we can think of Krishna every time we meet people. So one thing I would say is doctor fix your mind and you think of Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Madhavi. His grace, uh, Raghuveer Krishna Prabhu. Uh, it was his line, so he used to share it many times. I just repeated. He's one of our Shiksha Gurus, and very nice devotee. All right. Thanks, Madhavi.
One of my more than your service, actually your service and
That's
fully surrender on Krishna. Done with
Thank you. Thank you, Madhavi.
so much
Yes. Yes.
lovely.
Yes. Thanks to Harikhet Prabhu. Service attitude is more important than he said. And that think different, my closest Shiksha Guru, that slide he was saying, to hammer every thought. How it is possible? Only he can do. He can do it. He's doing it. Okay. Yes, Prabhu. One question. Yeah, please. Prabhu. As long as Sabresh Prabhu has the green flag with his green kurta, thank you. So we take.
Today, in the beginning of our Gita course, Sadhu explained that our mind is material world. Mind is clustered with multiple impressions. It is nothing but advertisement. Today, what you have given, that advertisement only brought in, and we correlated towards Krishna. So, in the beginning, we realized that we had got stuck in so much of impression, but it is no problem. If you correlate each of the impression towards Krishna and change your mind, you will have a road to go.
Wonderful.
Arrange.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. And thanks to His Grace Kartikeya Prabhu. He has given us this platform. Otherwise, we would have been sleeping in our flat. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Kartikeya Prabhu, thanks to him, he has given us this platform.
Mobile and KFC.
KFC.
Krishna put this one.
Oh, Hari Bol. Nice.
That's what came to my mind.
Here. So Chanakya Prabhu is Krishna conscious. Past. Hari Bol. Yeah, nice. You got the second meaning of the rule, nice. You got the second meaning of KFC. Krishna focused Chanakya Prabhu. Thank you, Sabresh Prabhu. Wonderful.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for the beautiful plan. Probably one question regarding what the pre-examples they have said. So, beating our mind 1,000 times with the shoe in the morning and 1,000 times with the blue.
Yes.
So, what does it literally mean? What do you have to actually do?
Okay. Prabhuji, I will repeat the word of His Grace Harishatra Prabhuji. In here, this class only, here he had mentioned, we are not our mind. So our mind works like a hard disk. Any thought comes and it goes and try to fetch something from the previous impressions. So if if a person, okay, if a person is born in Marathali, and the signal is what that he has seen throughout his life, and if you explain him something similar to Dr. Frog's example, right? The smaller frog in the well, all that he has seen is life is at well. If the other frog from the ocean comes and explains him, I was from the Atlantic Ocean, it was very big. So the next question of the first frog will be, okay, how much big? 5 times, 10 times? So no comparison. He'll say, no, you're lying. Our mind can go only to those things which we have experienced before, right? Please try to remember that traffic signal in Beijing, which has a yellow tree next to it, and right, and it has grapes hanging on it. I cannot repeat it myself what I said, but our mind will never go to China, Beijing, that signal, because we have never experienced it. Okay, so our mind will go only to those places where our senses have gone previously, and senses have always been engaged in the sense gratification. So if we ask mind, give me something, mind will get me one of the previous impression, which was not Krishna conscious. So we have always been circled in the cycle of the birth and death, because we were always thinking we are our mind. If our mind wants something, I want that thing. Okay, so with the strong example of broomstick and the shoes, mind wants this thing, tuck, 100 times, to remind us we are not the mind. Okay, so that we don't just get engaged by, जैसे माइंड ने बोला कि हम उसको पूरा करने लग जाए. We are here because our mind has unnecessarily desired so many things, and we were always busy in serving our mind, right? Jivere Savrupoe, we have to do the service we have to do. So many lifetimes we have spent serving a person whom we were thinking we were. That person happens to be, right? Some movies, series comes, no, Amazon, this thing, suspense, and today it is revealed. Oh, so many lifetimes we have served, and that person happens to be not me. So now in brief, we are not the mind, and whenever any thought comes, you should question: is it going to hammer every thought? Right? Mind is giving the thought. Is it going to use in the service of the Lord or not? If not, don't reject. It will retaliate more. Postpone. After the Bhagavatam class, after Prasad, then mind will stop asking questions. If we reject, it will come more forcefully. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
If you were thinking about as the only correct thing, we always think about brands and how to connect with them.
Thank you for listening attentively and for your association. Wonderful association. So, yes, so let us chant once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So you have not missed anything. We were discussing about this only. So thank you. That's all. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for such a wonderful. Prabhuji has a unique knack of actually turning anything into